Traders, Anthony here. In this video we're going to have a close look at the Kiwi dollar, New Zealand dollar, paired with the US dollar. We'll do a bit of a top-down analysis and I'll give you my take on a trade idea. Remember, this is for educational purposes only, not to be construed as financial advice. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the video. Traders, Anthony here. I'm looking at the Kiwi dollar, New Zealand paired with the USD. So what's happened here is we've had smart money selling at this level. We'll just mark it up. Okay, distribution. They load up, down it goes, and their target is the sell stops resting under these lows over here. Very clearly we can see how this is traded down into the liquidity that's sitting under here, right? So we've got sell stops in the order book that are a specific target. Okay, so they hit that and that enables them then to capitalize, to unload. And then we see the reaction off that trading back up. Now, what's going on here is they unload here, but they're eating up liquidity again. Just got to look at this from a liquidity standpoint. The market, 24/7, it's chasing liquidity. In other words, it's looking for stops. These stops under here, okay, takes them out. Where are their stops after this level here gets hit? Well, all through here. Okay, we have buy stops on the back of this bearish expansion. Trades back up, hits those stops. Now the question is, where's the next draw on liquidity? Where's this gonna head next? This is actually a fairly significant move here. Now, if we look at the individual strength and weakness of the Kiwi and the dollar, in fact, let's just go to a 4-hour chart and I'll show you something. What I've done is I've set up a 3-chart layout. Okay, now the question is going to be now where to from here. If I open up these two charts, I've got the US dollar index on the chart on the bottom left, and over here on the right I have the Kiwi index. This gives me a bit of a clue as to the individual currencies and how they're faring. So when I look at these charts under here, what makes sense to me is the Kiwi retraces, right? So we've got this expansion. If we grab a Fibonacci and pull it from low to high, it kind of makes sense, like when it runs into resistance like this, that it pulls back down into the equilibrium, right? That 50% of this previous price swing. So I'm talking, this low to high. The equilibrium is 50, right? So I'm expecting this to move into this level. I mean, it may or may not, but that kind of makes sense to me, right? So the New Zealand dollar potentially weakness at this point while it pulls back down into the 50%. What's the US dollar doing? Look, this is showing signs of weakness as well. In fact, here's the thing. Weakness temporarily as it retraces, but that's bullish, right? So there's an A, B, C, D measured move. So we've got this break of market structure bullish. Well, I mean, look at it. There it is, yeah? Break of structure to the upside, right? So we have the Kiwi bullish showing strength, and then I'm talking temporary weakness while this pulls back, but then I'm thinking this continues bullish. But have a look at this price action on the US, the dollar index. So what we've got here is a range, obviously building liquidity for a big move. Now, they take it up into the stops that are sitting up in here. And what we get from this is significant displacement bearish. Look at that. So this is telling me that we're going to see dollar weakness potentially. This lower high here in comparison to, these highs over here, for example, right? We've got this movement. Let me just have a look. The high here to this high and then this lower high, right, is a sign of weakness. Now, it's pulled back. Okay, so what I'm expecting with the dollar index is further downside. I mean, there's a lot to this. My internet's not doing what I want it to do. Hang on a sec, guys. I can't grab my pencil tool. All right. Well, what I'm thinking here is the Kiwi pulls back, and then we see more bullish movement. And the dollar index, I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking here. Okay, high to low, lower high, lower low. Given that we have a break of market structure right there. So a bearish break of market structure, BOS. So that to me indicates a potential downside with the dollar. And then we have a bullish break of market structure here with the Kiwi. All right, so we want to buy into strength, sell into weakness. So I'm looking for a potential buy opportunity. Okay, that's going to be my bias. So we'll go out of here, and now we go back to this chart. And this chart, well, we can see clearly we've got a bullish break here of market structure bullish, right, BOS. And I'm expecting some pullbacks. We've had a bit of a pullback here, so be careful now. Here's the other thing. It's Friday. And more often than not on Friday, you see really aggressive stop hunts. So I'm half expecting this to, look, given that it's already hit the liquidity, see this spike? All right, that's telling me that we could see further downside with this. So I'm looking at, my bias is bullish, but, this is what I'm expecting, right, based on everything we've talked about. So then if we grab the Fibonacci and we go, swing low to swing high here with this, okay, there's your equilibrium down into the 50% right there. So I'm thinking, no, I don't know, look, we could even see a fairly deep pullback, it depends. But being Friday, I'm really expecting this to hit stops under here with a vengeance. And why are there stops under here? Well, look at this range. Look what we've got here. And look at this spike up. So they create the range and it builds liquidity. They might want to pull this back down in here. So they hit those stops, right? And I'm thinking this here then fake out, bit of a shakeout, and then we drop back down into this zone somewhere. And in here, I'm going to be looking for the rotation and then expansion. That's what I'm going to be looking for. And this will be most likely Monday, Tuesday into next week. Guys, that's my take on the Kiwi dollar. I really don't want to trade it today, Friday. Fridays can be a really tough day to trade. And I'll be looking for movement down into here where as I said, hopefully this rotates under here and we get a bullish opportunity into the coming week. Right? So I'm going to follow up with this. This will be something that I'm going to be looking at. I've marked this up as it's on my watch list. Okay, Kiwi dollar. That's my take. Now, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Definitely leave a comment below. Share the love. Your thoughts matter. Share the ideas. Let's support each other in this game. We need to bounce off each other, okay? And we're up against smart money and the banks, and so okay, let's keep taking money out of the markets, guys. Look, with that, I hope you have a great day, safe trading, and we'll see you in the next video.